This is Operations Officer Windfall. I work for the CIA. This is May 12th, 2013. I have a strange identity. That is to say, I at some point in my early history, my early human history, I began to move toward creating essentially a time machine, which allowed me to, well, capture a lot of data and do amazing things. And I was able to conquer both time and space. And anyway, I can't remember this stuff mostly because, well, it's related to time travel. But I have this destiny that I keep fulfilling, well, without actually having any choice in the matter. When I lived at 17 Court Street, Boston, Mass, at a shelter, New England Center for Homeless Veterans, back in October of 2009. That's the month I got hired by the CIA. And I was in a room, kind of like a holding area for people first getting into the shelter. This room was very strange, and I just kept hearing things behind these lockers. And anyway, I moved one of the lockers sufficiently so that I was able to take out my Sony CyberShot camera and point it at, well, some of the things behind the locker. And one thing I noticed, it seemed to have fields of energy moving through it. And I realized then it was special. It was something incredibly special. Fields of energy coursing through this stuff. Anyway, I moved aside some of the stuff that was covering whatever it is was doing this, and it turned out it was a small yellow piece of something. I couldn't identify it. Very small. But I realized it was important because of the fields of energy that was moving through it. That only the camera could detect. It wouldn't show up if I shot a picture of it, but it's holding the camera toward it and looking at the viewfinder, or not the viewfinder, the screen, I could see it. Anyway, I sent it off to the CIA. I mailed it off to the CIA. But anyway, the way I understand now is that that artifact was actually something that I left there, or I caused to be left there for me to find. And what that thing was, that artifact, was basically a link to the database that is what I call the archive, or the Akashic field. Akashic field. That is the information of all worlds and all universes and all histories combined exist as the archive. I call it. Just call it the archive. And everything that can be known is known within the archive. Everything. What I'm saying right now is recorded in the archive. So, I was able to construct this because I invented these things that allowed me to move through time and space and create incredibly sophisticated machines. You know. So, to be quite frank, I can actually inform myself of things to do. I can guide myself away from danger. I can guide myself toward the right activity that I need to accomplish by virtue of knowing everything there is to be known. So in Washington State, there's certain emblems, I call them emblems. I could be more specific, but I don't want to be too specific because I don't want to give away the store. But the reason these things can exist and can give me real-time advice is because of the archive. And anyway, the CIA evidently was able to unravel the mystery of this object and connect it to their database. And thus, the CIA's computer system, their data systems, are really connected to the Akashic field, or the archive, or maybe the library, you want to call it. So when I email the CIA, they can give me back, the system can give me back information in a real-time sense to tell me what to do. I mean, really, I can walk down the street. I'm walking north on Aurora. I don't know, see what bus stop I'm at. I'm at bus stop. I can't see it. But anyway, I'm at this bus stop. Let's see which bus stop it is. I can't even read it. I don't know. But I can send a message. It's a Gaylor Street, 1400 Gaylor Street. I can send myself a message. I can send a message to the CIA's data system, and they can respond to me and tell me exactly what I need to do next, which I do frequently using my iPhones and also computers, and sometimes I don't even have to use that. Sometimes I can just get advice from people that are essentially from the future, travelers. Some of them have lived a long time. So that's how the system works. It's not a perfect system, but it's very, very, very sophisticated and very powerful. And that's why the enemies of all things good, what I call the DQSs, Dairy Queens, or Demon Monkeys if you prefer, the enemies, the unknowns, the terrorists, they're constantly trying to figure out how I can, avoid pitfalls, avoid, well, lots of things, and do my job without them knowing, understanding why and how I can do it. But it's because of, well, the nature of the system. So anyway, I gotta go. Bye.